On this episode of Pimp My Setup, I'm going to be talking about setup you submitted for tips, tricks, feedback, and much more. So if you're interested in that, sit back, relax, and interact because the show starts now.
It's time for the original setup show dedicated to providing you with tips, tricks, and feedback to pimp out your setup. Hosted by Matt Philly with new special guests every week. Coming at you live in 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to Pimp My Setup, episode number 209, recorded live on March 28th, 2017. My name is Thomas Philly. You can find me on Twitter at Thomas Philly. And of course, we're joined by producer Matt.
Assyle, dude.
We're back in Tuesday Tom Takeover. It's going to be great. Trying to do it every Tuesday. I think the people like it, or enough people like it, so that's fun.
Yeah, plus who cares? If you don't like it, don't watch it.
That's true, actually. Yeah, you got 2 episodes with Matt every week, so that's good. We're booked up to episode 331. If you want to buy a Fast Pass, I suggest doing that. $25. All the information is down below.
We've sold 70. Woo!
70 this year. That is crazy.
Yeah.
That is. How many do you have this month? I think
23.
23, yeah. So we're about to hit the same amount we had in January.
We had, I believe it was 26, 21, 23 so far.
Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, so cool. Buy a Fast Pass. Help the cause. Help the cause.
Help us.
Yeah, help us, guys. Come on. Okay. So yeah, let's go to the first setup of the day. Let's just hop right into it. Lewis is 17 years old, and he didn't say anything about himself. So there's nothing really that we have anything, to work off of. We got 2 photos. We got this one straight on showing, his setup, and then underneath. We'll go over cable management first. You did a great job. Everything is through the signum, going along the leg, which is a great job. That's basically as clean as you can get. It seems like the wires inside the signum could be a little more managed, but at the same time, that's what signums are for. Throw them up there, that's fine. I think that's great. And I love how he has the USB hubs and all that underneath. That's definitely a nice touch. Looking at the setup itself, triple monitor, and then he's got the TV above. I'm hoping that he's using that TV for a bed that's on the opposite side of the room. Would you agree that he's probably doing that? Otherwise, that's not a good use for...
Bezel's fatter than your mom, no angle. Definitely a bit worrisome.
Yeah, especially because he has his headphones on it, too. That's not a...
Yeah.
You have the room for a headphone stand. Why don't you get it?
Let me just be 7 feet tall and grab my pair of headphones.
Yeah, I got it. No problem. I love the PC, but I wish there was room on the desk for it. And I feel like you have the room to get a little side table or something like that to display that better, because the LEDs inside there, from what we can see, look... Yeah, the same. You actually have the same case as that. Yeah,
same.
And the way you display it in your setup is awesome. So I don't know why he wouldn't do the same. You got an awesome PC. Show it off. Get a little side table. Do something like that. Everything else is fine. Like usability-wise, speakers in a good spot. I wish you had a laptop stand. Oh, all that stuff off to the side. Yeah, Matt just pointed off to that side. That stuff. That's why you need a side table. Get a side table. Put all that junk, somewhere else, and it wouldn't be on the floor. You need theme too. There's really nothing that tells us, oh, you like Halo? You like Master Chief? You like the Joker? Well, you're not going to be able to show that once, you have windows up and all that. So why not maybe add some LEDs, maybe add some pop vinyls on the desk? If you could fit something on the wall, I don't know. The wall seems kind of like tight on space. If you could fit something on the wall, that'd be cool. But then again, it's hard. You don't want to put too much stuff on the wall and kind of crowd it. But yeah, it's just lacking some more color on the desk, some more theme and all that. That's really all you need to do. I think everything else is perfectly fine. Maybe if you're using that TV for your setup, I would angle it down a little bit more. But that's all we need to talk about for this setup. Let's go to the next setup. This one is a doozy, okay? It's John. He's 19 years old. He's a huge collector, as you could probably tell. Plans on upgrading his setup so he could do YouTube. The storage bins in the corner are temporary placeholders for his food due to rude house guests.
Yeah, I didn't really get that.
But. Yeah, because if you go further down, he's got like keyboard boxes and all that, so it's definitely not for just his food.
Well, what I think, though, is like the way he said it, it's like his mom's like, you put your own food in your own damn room.
It's like you eat too much.
Yeah.
Why don't you just keep it in your room? Yeah, so that's definitely not the greatest looking thing. It's definitely not pretty at all, to say the least. I wish you had something to like just block it out, just like not have it there. If you have to have it there, yes, that's fine. But maybe you got like just a cloth to go over it, and then you can just like move it out when you want food or something like that. Looking at the setup itself, actually, there's a lot of stuff going around the setup. Outside of mine, it's horrible, if you say the least. I love all the stuff that you have. You have a lot of pop vinyls. You have a lot of like action figures and all that, but I feel like they're not being like used properly. Like they're in terrible spots. Even on the desk, like he's got some little stuff on the desk that seems pretty cool, but then you guys speaker off to the right that's like angling out to someone else. I don't know. There's someone else sitting in that chair over there. And the left speaker, I'm guessing, is behind that monitor.
Yeah, you can
kind of see it. Yeah. usability is not great, especially because you have no headphone holder. Just I feel like you're not using the desk properly, because now if you look at the cable management shot, all that leg room is being, taken away because you have the computer off to the left. Yeah, it's not in your way of that, but you got your subwoofer right there, and then you got this little box off to the right. There's just stuff everywhere. It just doesn't seem like you knew what you were doing when you submitted to the show. You're like, yeah, whatever, we'll see what happens. We got that little what's that? DPI? DGA port, whatever. VGA port, whatever. Just like, it's a very, very messy setup. And I just wish you maybe just like removed everything from your room and just start fresh. I mean, I think the desk is fine, or the fold-out table is fine. Just trying to settle yourself would be nice, and then like work from there. Kind of like put some more theme on your desk, because you have a little bit of stuff, but then you have that right side that's completely open. So I mean, I would just move everything around, get some more shelvings, more stuff to like store all your your pop vinyls and all that, and cover up that food stuff, because you have theme. You just need to do everything else. That's all you need to do, and it's a lot. I know. Let's go to the next setup, though. Submitted by Jeffrey. Jeffrey is 15. He's a gamer, and his YouTube is Epic and Bajan with a J. Is that how you pronounce it? Bahan? Bahan. It's with a J, so it's Bahan. Whatever. You guys know what it is. We got 2 photos to work with. This one straight on, and then the cable management shot. Cable management, I love the cable loom. He did a great job for the most part. Yeah, the walls are not that great. It's like one of the things you kind of have to look past, because the cable management is a great job, but like, you see the little cables like hanging from the top of underneath the desk or whatever, and then you got one off to the side. Little fixes, otherwise your cable management would have been a 10. But yeah, that wall is not the prettiest. It's definitely not.
Looks like he spilt his milk.
Because like up further, it's perfectly fine. Like it's clean, but that looks like he's just kicking the wall, scratching the wall and all that. It's not good.
Is that what they call it nowadays?
Yeah, scratching the wall. That's what they call it. The foam pieces, they're so random. I don't know what the hell he was thinking. He's like, this is perfect. I love one right in the corner, one cut in half, and then holding some of my stuff. That's super awesome, man. I love this dude. Dude, I got a 6 out, bro. Yeah, and then look at the freaking, I just realized the Xbox game with the glasses holding on it. What the hell are you doing?
Casey Neistat shit.
But still, it's a game. It shouldn't be on the wall. I don't understand that at all. It just seems like the space is not being used properly. Once again, it's one of those things where you're not using your space at all to your advantage. I feel like you could get a better desk and fill out that wall, and then rearrange everything to make it look nice, because usability is not good at all. Yeah,
Why did he even cable manage on a setup like this?
I know, it seems so messy. It seems like 2 different setups. Like you would even think that the cable management shot was a part of this setup, but it definitely doesn't look that way at all. I wish the PS4 was in a better spot. That's why getting a new desk would definitely help. I would get rid of that TV off to the right and just have the 2 monitors
mounted above.
Or mounted above, yeah, because you get all the stuff on the wall, because that stuff needs to go too. You need to rearrange everything in the setup. You have a lot of cool stuff, because like the peripherals you have and like the monitors you have, I think are great. You need to get a new desk and then just start over. It's a lot of starting over for this episode. Just start over and just figure things out. Make it look nicer, because it seems very, very crowded, very, very unorganized. Do you have anything you would add to it?
C4. Throw it in, run. Okay,
yeah, burn the house, claim insurance, and you'll be set, Jeffrey. I love the cable management. I wish you put as much effort into your setup than what you did with the cable management.
Or, I don't know, painting the damn wall.
Yeah, but he probably can't paint it. He's only 6.
No, I'm saying 15. Whoever painted the wall must have had like a stroke while they were doing it. It looks awful.
Yeah, I guess so, yeah. But yeah, that's basically for this. I'm not going to be mean like that.
He's like, yeah, all right.
Okay, that's kind of mean. Okay, let's go to the next setup of the day, submitted by Bjorn. Bjorn.
It's not delivery, it's Bjorn.
He's 16 years old. He likes to work out and play CSGO. So we got this photo showing his setup, and then the cable management shot. This is how you're supposed to take photos for Pimp My Setup. Showing above, showing below. That's how you do it.
Well, yeah, but he also has stuff on the...
yeah, you're supposed to show off the wall.
Here? I'm afraid to
No, there's 2.
Yeah, because he has stuff above. Like, this is not how you take a photo. Like, the underdesk photo... Still, you look like you just did a line of cocaine. You can't even stand straight. But yeah, don't take photos like this. The idea that Tom has is it's actually it's bad. All right, whatever.
It's okay. Yeah, we know what's above, but not really. That's the whole thing. He has stuff above. We know that. Yeah. But the cable management shot. Go over cable management first. It's okay. It's not bad. He has the Signum. I feel like the left side could be cleaned up a little bit more. Just like fixed the wires, hide it more behind either, I don't know, that's your PC, I'm guessing. I would hide it more behind there or on the leg. But cable management is perfectly fine for the most part. Nothing really drastic you need to change. Looking at the first photo though, it's a very simple setup. There's really not much to it. You got 2 speakers, monitor, keyboard, mouse pad. I wish the mouse pad actually, was a extended mouse pad. You fill that out a little bit more. But I love the color theme. It's a kind of like this bluish, yellowish vibe going on. I wish you kind of, use the LEDs to your advantage and maybe change it to yellow or a blue. I would kind of do something like that. And maybe add more color on the walls because you have this like the beige like poster or canvas art or whatever. I don't know what you would call them, but I wish you added more color into the setup because you got a lot of black and then white and then beige and like brownish. I wish you added like maybe just like another splash of blue because blue is nice. That type of blue is definitely nice. And the thing on the right, what's that called? The
bonsai tree.
Bonsai tree, yeah, something like that. Yeah,
I don't know. It looks like.
I feel like it kind of matches like the wall and all that, where it's just like, hey, whatever. If you like it, keep it on your desk. But maybe getting something better to go on that desk would be more beneficial. Maybe something about your favorite video game, because I think maybe like Overwatch or I don't know, because like
CS:GO, right?
CS:GO, yeah. Maybe get some. There's really nothing for CS:GO though. That's the thing.
You get the blades. I don't know, but
yeah.
Is it me or does the monitor look like it's tilting left, but the desk is going right? Like that's why you gotta take angles.
Definitely
proper angle.
Definitely gives off that vibe. Yeah, the monitor definitely looks like that.
At least messed up, but
yeah, it just doesn't seem straight. Like it seems to me to be pushed back to like center.
That's the way he likes it,
Yeah, well, I mean,
CS:GO thing.
Well, I mean, usually it's the keyboard, but he's doing it with the monitor. He likes to look at it from the side. Yeah, but there's really not much to this setup. He does have a side table off of the side.
Which it covers why. That's why it's a bad photo, because maybe he's got like.
I know he wanted to show off the chair because the chair is awesome, but he's not showing his PC, and we can't really tell how cool the PC is and if it's in a good spot. So I mean, that's what we can do for this setup. Let's go to the next setup of the day, submitted by Hannah. Hannah is a girl, I'm guessing. She's 18 years old.
Did you just assume her gender?
She uses this setup for art, schoolwork, productivity, and music. This first photo, all the stuff on top, how do you feel about that? I mean, I think it's different. It's definitely not my taste, but I feel like there's too much on that shelf. I'm not into that stuff. It's pretty surprising, I know, but I feel like there's definitely be cleaned up, minimize on that stuff, maybe get something else to display, more of that stuff if you really like it that much.
That comes to life at night, I'm telling you.
I'm pretty sure, yeah, it's like on her bed and all that, just not good. I just feel like you need to organize that shelf a little bit more. The stuff on the other side of the wall, I feel like is in an odd place too. You got like all these posters like right up against each other, these poster frames and all that. I feel like you need to space that out or just get rid of them in general. I like the headphone stand on the wall and all that. That's cool. Headphone holder. The setup is pretty simple. The second photo shows her cable management, assuming gender. Yeah, there's really not much cables to it because she has an iMac, I believe. So really no cables to work with. But, I wish you just push the cables down just for the photo or just not show it off.
If you really don't have many cables, why are we seeing that?
That's true, yeah. I mean, I just wish for the photo maybe just take it like a little higher up so we didn't even have to see the cables. But then again,
that's cheating, Tom. Don't tell people to cheat.
I'm not going to cheat. We're not cheaters here at Pimp My Setup. The straight on photo, yeah, I wish she had a better like monitor stand because I feel like she's using books or something like that. Is that the 3 books? I wish there was a better way to raise that monitor. Is it able? Like, are you able to wall mount that?
Well, if you remember, I took apart. I'm getting a phone call. I took apart Mom's.
That's true, actually.
And I put it on a monitor arm, but if I wanted, it could have been mounted to the wall. So
that's what I would do, because you definitely have the room for it. And I feel like the books, being used like that, not the best thing. The tablet off to the side, I think, is fine. Like if you're just going to grab it on the go or just touch it to watch something. I don't know what you're doing with it. And I wish the speakers were a little more closer in. The left one, I think, is fine, but I think the right one's just way out there, like hey.
Yeah. Plus the subwoofer.
The subwoofer, is there with the lamp and all that. But she probably doesn't have a lot of room underneath her desk to even put the subwoofer. But even if you just put it off to the side of your legs, you should be fine.
Like a little footrest.
Yeah, a little footrest. That no harm, no foul, I guess. But yeah, themes okay with that stuff on top. But once again, I said organize, and it's not a lot of room to work with. So this is fine for the way your room is and the way the room is laid out. So. That's it for that setup. Let's just go to the next setup of the day, submitted by Ben. Ben is 16 years old, uses this setup for gaming, programming, and schoolwork. So Ben has a very clean setup. It's very out of sight and mind friendly. He has everything he needs on the desk, nothing else. That's great job there. The cable management underneath, I wish it was a little bit better. I understand, the cables only can go one way, but I feel like you could definitely like hide them up, like, or just tuck them up against the back.
You're supposed to invert the power strip, put on the other side.
Yeah.
And then all the cables go up, and then, yeah.
I mean, you could do that, or if you just want to keep like that, then I guess that's like the best you can do, unless you just fold them up.
Is this the little cable management slot right there?
Is it?
Yeah,
it might be. Yeah, it's got a little.
Oh my god! Then your cable management is shit.
That's true, actually. Yeah, I didn't see that. You could have easily just thrown the thing up there and then called it a day. That's what I have on my setup. He's got the headphones on top of his PC. Get a headphone stand or get a headphone holder underneath the desk. Simple as that. But there's really nothing. There's no theme to the setup. Yeah, your wallpaper on your behind your desk is cool and all, but there's really nothing to this setup. It's like, yeah, I got a desk. I got 2 monitors. The usability is kind of weird. I feel like you need to angle the right one in a little bit more, but there's really nothing else to this setup. I feel like you need to add more theme, but I don't know what you would do. Would you put stuff on that wall, Matt?
I don't even know what I would do with this. It's like...
It's tough. Like, I wish you didn't have that wallpaper, because then you could have
just... Too busy.
Yeah, because then you could put stuff on there, but the way it is right now is just like, yeah, I don't want to put stuff on there because then it ruins the wall. But there's really nothing you can do with theme because your desk is pretty crowded too. So maybe putting something maybe on the right wall, that little sliver, that'd be cool. But really there's nothing else to this setup. Very straightforward. Let's go to the next setup. Submitted by Assyle. Assyle is 28. I'm saying like a seal. Like that's so weird. And look at that dog.
A seal, Mom.
That dog is adorable. I love that little spot down there. Let me read what he had to say. He's a graphic designer, comic book fan, and a collector. He's actually been watching the show since the beginning and was featured in the original 1-year video that is no longer public. This was back before this season actually came to fruition. He uses this setup for work, and the other room is actually for hanging out. So I think that's the 3rd photo. Yeah, the 3rd. And you're just looking at that. He's out cold. I love that. And you can use it as a footrest too. So it's a double win right there. It's a win-win situation. Yeah. So going to that next photo, that's where he hangs out, probably plays games and all that. He's got the PS4 hooked up over there, and then showing that. Oh my god, that's adorable. That is actually adorable. But yeah, showing that whole room. That room is sick. I love the color of the wall. I love just everything matching perfectly. It just definitely gives off the right vibes. But really, I'm going to be real with you guys. This setup got a 99. Can you really tell me what's wrong with the setup? I love to see in the comments what is wrong with the setup.
He's using a fisheye camera, which makes it look
that's not cool. But that's not him doing it.
He vapes?
He vapes, yeah. The only thing I took a point off of, it was half a point. It was for the keyboard placement. And I know it's like that's probably how he uses it, but I wish...
I think he's showing off the mouse pad.
Okay, but then again, it's like one of the things where it's like I wish he just used it, just put it back in its normal spot and just called it a day. Because this setup basically is 100, but no one can get 100 because that's not fair.
He said, one thing I didn't put in the notes is that he wants to do a smaller, faster, better PC build so that it doesn't take up as much room.
I mean, I think it's fine.
But, I mean, the dude's got...
He's got everything.
I would get better speakers, that's just me, but he does have an entertainment room that...
Yeah. And all of the posters on the wall are perfectly placed, in my opinion. I just feel like that was well executed. I mean, usually people don't put that many posters up, but I feel like it works in this setup. Like all that little stuff. He's got a little action figure in a case. That's super cool. Overall, just like there's really nothing bad to say about the setup.
Oh.
What the hell is with this cute dog? You just get 100 for this setup. I mean,
realize he was there.
That's adorable. Isn't that usually on the floor though, like the dog beds and all that?
Yeah, I don't know, but that's a small dog bed for him, and he
probably likes it. He probably loves the warmth and all that.
It might be a girl dog too. I don't want to quickly assume genders here. So
yeah, no assuming genders for dogs either. It's just not fair. But really, there's nothing wrong with this setup. It's like everything's like perfect about it. I really can't like say anything about it because like what is there to say? It's awesome. It's awesome. It's
I think
awesome.
What you should do is you should quickly go over what makes it great. Like how it's got storage, all the different accessories. Like talk about what makes it get all the 99 points so that people can put that.
Well, just look at his monitor placement. Awesome. Look at the poster above. People may feel it's like too close, but I think it's awesome the way it's managed and all that.
That's better than 2. I would say.
The storage is awesome. I love how clean it is. Everything's symmetrical. Headphone stand's awesome. I don't mind the PC being there. I understand if you want to get a slimmer build to make it run faster. That's cool. Cable management. Look at that cable management in the second photo.
Sure.
Look at that cable management.
He's got a little light there too.
Just so you can see what he's doing. He's just one step ahead of the game. Cable management perfect. Really, you can't see a wire at all throughout the setup. Awesome job there. Third photo, showing off his theme. showing off, you know, more of accessories, more, you know, cool things that he has. I mean, awesome room overall. And then the fourth photo, showing off more theme.
I mean, that's just amazing.
It just really, like, what can you say that's bad about it? If you guys just look, this is how you take a room and make it awesome. I love the color.
The one thing that like, this is his bedroom, just for people wondering, which is why he has a TV here, but in the other room, oh, that's not has his entertainment setup. So just for, it's not like he's trying to have duplicate.
No, yeah.
It's just if he's in bed watching TV, this is what he does.
I just love the color scheme. Maybe add some more LEDs on your desk, like, because your setup itself, because like I don't think there's really much behind the desk.
There's just like one bit of
maybe add some more color, because you got like the pinkish purple and like the your entertainment setup. That'd be cool. Maybe add some more color, but really there's nothing bad to say about the setup. I'm gonna give you props, bro. 99, really good dude. Really good dude. Let's go to the next setup of the day, though, submitted by Baiylee. Bailey's 18 years old, loves technology, cars, and music. And yeah, we've had trouble trying to get good photos out of. It's hard to get good photos, especially when they don't know what we're asking for.
Which doesn't make sense. People are like, "I'm a photographer," and I'm like, "Did Helen Keller take the damn photo? What the?"
Okay, so we got this photo, then we got the cable management photo,
which is almost exactly the same as the other photo.
Yeah, and then we got the far back photo showing off the room and her setups in that corner of the room. This part of the room I like. I like the the sofa and the thing above that. I don't know what that are. Those like little like magnet. Like what is that made of?
Look like little.
Looks like she probably did it or something like that.
From science class.
Petri dishes, yeah, maybe. It kind of looks like it. It kind of looks like one of those cans.
It has like weed in it or something.
Something like that. It looks cool though. I kind of like it. Yeah, this room is kind of cool. There's out of sight of mine on like the entertainment stand. Yeah, I get it. You like your hat and you like controllers and all that stuff. But I feel like there's a better spot to put that stuff, maybe inside. But I'm not the end of the world. We're kind of looking at your setup, to say the least. Cable management, you can't see cables. I mean, you can't. Not in this photo. Great job there. You used the backboard of the desk to your advantage. Great job. The only thing that lost me in this setup was the usability, because looking at how she's using the monitors, it looks weird. It is a girl, right? I'm guessing it's a girl. Bailey is a girl.
YOLO. Let's find out.
It's spelled like a girl's name, so I'm gonna make the assumption. But
I've never heard of like, yo, what up? My name Bailey.
Yeah, I guess that's true actually. But wouldn't you think that the monitors are kind of like weirdly placed?
Yeah, the usability of the desk is awful. The mouse pad's way too big. The speakers are awful. Like, well, not awful as in they're bad. It's just like, where's the left one? You know what I mean?
Gone.
So you're not using the desk the right way. And I think your first problem was having a mouse pad the size of China. So
yeah, I feel like if you had an actual corner desk with like the curvature inside, you can use those monitors properly, and then everything else would work out. Like your speakers could be on the side of the monitors, but you can't see your left speaker, like Matt said. And that stuff, like the game's off to the left, I think that's fine, but at the same time, I don't like it. Like,
yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, did you see what everyone's saying about this mark? It looks like
God.
She dropped an iron. And
yeah, it definitely does actually. That's crazy.
That's weird.
Maybe you should get one of those mats, whatever, that you use to like roll your chair on.
Yeah.
Maybe that will hide it if you get it like darker and like just kind of like.
Just don't iron your floor.
Maybe. I mean, maybe that's one thing. Maybe she was ironing like a mess out of the floor.
Or she like thought, she's like, maybe I can make it look better, and she's like, oh shit.
Yeah, and she did it once. She's like, I'm not doing that again. But I feel like that bottom right side, yeah, that's cool. But I mean, I wish she got rid of that bottle and just like little things. There's like boxes in that bottom right corner. Just little things. It's not a terrible setup, but I feel like usability could be better.
I got a question for you.
What's up?
What do you think of that wall color?
I actually like it. I think it's fine. I think it's fine for this setup. It's because it's clean.
Yeah, you said it's fine for the setup. I'm talking about, what do you think about it?
I would not have it for my room.
It looks like you murdered a pumpkin and dragged that shit against the wall.
Really? It doesn't seem orange. It seems more red than orange.
No, that's like harsh orange to me.
It not on the Mac. It actually looks on that screen. Yeah, it looks more orange, but on the Mac it actually looks more red. I think it is red because she has like more red LEDs and stuff like that.
Yeah, I love orange, but goddamn.
Yeah, it's not the best color, but it's not terrible. I think because it's clean. It's not like messed up and like wool scrapes and all that. But yeah, let's go to the final setup of the day, submitted by Vincent. Vincent was a fast pass, I believe, right?
Yeah. So
yeah, he's
the other guy's on the next episode.
Yeah, he's 11 years old, loves music, gaming, tech. Uses his setup for a little bit of everything. He actually makes music covers on his YouTube channel, Swimming Pair Music. I'm pretty sure he's in the chat right now. Everyone go into his latest video and comment Flamingo Squad hype. You hear that?
Try to sell it a little bit better.
Guys,
you sound like you just read exactly what I wrote.
What? Oh, I just wanted to give you guys some feedback. I don't know.
Yeah, go to his YouTube channel. We're going to leave a link down below and then throw a comment saying, oh my God, he can play music.
So impressive. All right, so we got that photo, then the further back photo showing off the more of the room, and then the cable management, which I guess we'll go over first.
Sure.
It's kind of good and bad. I feel like the bottom left corner could have been hidden a little bit better.
But it takes half a second.
Half a second to just like push it behind. Not the end of the world though.
How old is he? 11?
11.
God damn it! No, just kidding.
Yeah, but this is an awesome set. I would not think he's 11 at all. I mean,
no.
Yeah, the Signum, great job there. The second photo, showing off all the room. Made a note inside the notes. The acoustic foam doesn't look great. I feel like it's weirdly placed. You got 2 on the door, 2 on the wall, and then you got the diamond shaped up in the top right.
He said some of it was falling off, but I guess the whole wall fell off because, why just put it in those weird random
It's just
spots?
the weirdest spots, especially because you have all these random posters in different spots and all that. It's just I feel like you could, take down all the stuff on the wall and then maybe try again. Actually, I think the posters, above the setup are fine. I just get rid of the foam, and maybe get rid of the guitar poster that's underneath the one poster.
He says the foam's good for when he's playing drums and stuff. So I could see that being the case, but I would definitely pretty it up a little bit.
Yeah, it definitely looks just weird, out of place. I love the drum set though. I love the room overall because you got room to have your drum, you have your guitar and all that. I think that's super cool. The rug. It's not the best rug, but you know what?
You don't like flowers?
I just feel like it doesn't match the setup. You got brown, blue, and then you got yellow walls. Maybe get a white or a black rug. Just
You might be colorblind. And
make it neutral. Yeah, because if you look at the first photo, actually in this second photo, he's showing two-tone LEDs, but then in the first photo, he's showing just one color.
That's the beauty of RGB.
It kind of works actually. I don't know why. The yellow wall doesn't kill me. It really doesn't.
I actually don't hate it.
No, yeah,
but I'm not shit, I'm going to go paint my room now.
No, yeah, it's one of the things where it's if he has to have it, it's fine. It's perfectly fine. The usability on the setup itself, I think it's fine. Yeah, it's the curvature of the monitors are great. I think it fits perfectly. I don't like the Razer mouse pad. I feel like it doesn't match the setup. I like the green LEDs on the keyboard. I think that's fine, but the mouse pad is a different shade of green.
I think this is where he loses me. You got pink cup, obviously.
There's a lot of different colors going on.
Yeah, it's a full rainbow, but it's you go Razer and you're really kind of killing what you're going for because that's all ugly green.
Yeah,
I do not like the Razer.
I would definitely stick to 2 colors or 3 colors at the most because you got all these different colors going on, like Matt said. I would stick to a set of colors.
Go with the yellow all the way. Get the Corsair Void with the yellow. Really Corsair is better. So you get with all the RGB and stuff. And all your colors kind of match. You can get another tone that matches the yellow. Yeah. But for me, it's oh my God. It's a colorblind person would be like, this is a sick room. Other people are like, Jesus.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely agree with you there. But really, basically, the setup itself is simple. I think the stuff off to the right, there's that shelving unit off to the right. I think it's fine. The stuff on top, maybe, it could be organized a little bit better. But at the same time, it's not even a part of your setup. So it's nothing really to critique about. But overall, I think it's a great setup. I really gave it a good score. I think a better score than people expect. But I think, changing it to a constant color theme would definitely improve your setup. And yeah, I think that's it. I really think that's it for the setups today. Let's go to the scores, though. The scores, I think I was pretty lenient. There's one that is pretty bad, but we'll get to that. Okay, first setup was submitted by Lewis. Lewis got a 76. John got a 48. Jeffrey got a 70. Bjorn got a 82. Hannah got an 82. Ben got a 78. Assyle got a 99. Baiylee got an 80. And Vincent walked away with an 88. Now, if you guys are going to bash me for that, I can understand, but I could definitely see how it could be improved with a constant color theme, like I said. But that's it for this episode 209, recorded live on March 28th, 2017. My name is Thomas Philly. Matt will be back in the chair this Thursday and this Sunday for Pimp My Setup, episode 210 and 211. So stay tuned. Matt will be back. I'll see you guys later. Woo!